Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good evening. My name is Odetta King, coming to you guys live from New York City. I just want to go to the participant and give a couple of shout out. I see Anna Sosa, welcome. Andrea B. Johnson, Carl, welcome, guys. Charlene, good to see you. Dana, shout out to Dana, who is also in New York. Danette, good to see you. Jenny, wow, I think Jenny is probably a new business partner. We signed up today. I see Patrick. Shout out to you, Patrick, another business partner we brought on board today. Super excited. Hey, Shanita, the soldiers in the building. Shout out to you, Miss Denise. Terrence, welcome. Thomas Love, Tricia. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Y'all, we are super excited. As I stated, my name is Odetta King with WFG. I started in this company about 4 years ago. Just like many of you, I was clueless to money. I just wanted to learn how to save my money, y'all, okay? At that time, I was doing like what everybody else was doing. I had a great, nice cushion, 6-figure corporate job, right? Flying all over the world, contracting my hotels with Fortune 500 companies. And so like many of you, I had a 401k and I was stacking away in my 401k. But when the stock market dropped, I was not happy. And I was one of those individuals or employees that would go and like yell at whoever was managing the fund and be like, oh, what's going on? Why did I lose money? Well, they will always tell me, Odetta, don't worry. You're young. The stock market is going to come back up and you'll be fine. Listen, y'all, that did not sit well with me because I don't like losing money. I don't even want to go to the casino and gamble because I don't want to lose. So fast forward, right? I'm also a professor. Some of you know one of the colleges that I teach at, right? A guy by the name of Angel introduced me to this awesome campaign. And at the time, like I said, I just wanted to learn about money so I could stop losing money when the stock market go down. And I became a member to learn and put my affairs in order. And before you know it, I learned so much from attending these workshops that I decided, you know what? If I'm a professor, 6-figure corporate exec, didn't even know this stuff. And I went to NYU. Like the people around me are also not going to know it. So I decided to get my credentials, come on board, and 4.5 years later, have helped over 400 families save their money, stack their coin. As a result, I was able to write 2 of my books. If you ain't stacking, you're dropping, as well as This Is Why You Broke, right? All of this because of World Financial Group and the knowledge that I was able to gain from sitting firsthand with families and helping them. So we are on a massive campaign to help 30 million families achieve financial knowledge and ultimately protecting their coins. We cannot do it by ourselves, so we are looking for massive expansion throughout the entire USA and Canada. So this is an opportunity for you guys to also come on board. If you're interested on the business aspect side of it, which I'm going to be sharing with you guys right now, right now. So without further ado, let me pull up my screen here and talk about the amazing things that we've done so far. So who are we? Our parent company is called Aegon. Don't play with us, y'all. I just show y'all our stats. Aegon is so major. In fact, they list on a list of 9 companies in the world too big to fail. Y'all, 1844, almost 200 years old company. 1844 established, almost 200 years old company. Based in the Netherlands, one of 9 companies too big to fail according to the global economic system. What does that mean, y'all? We have 100 years reserve in cash. Just the cash alone is 100 years reserve, let alone the investment. right? And like with every major company, they wanted to have a presence in the US. Why not, right? And so they created Transamerica. A lot of you may be familiar with Transamerica because maybe you have a 401k with us, you have an IRA, you have mutual funds, you have a pension plan, you have life insurance, investment, you got something with Transamerica, right? Prior to me coming on board, my 401k was with Transamerica, right? So Transamerica now has been around for 100 years, guys, 100 years. So talk about credibility, we got it. Now, WFG stands for World Financial Group. A lot of us, you'll hear us say WFG, WFG, WFG. Get on board, WFG, right? World Financial Group. And what they are, this is a distribution platform. We are contracted with over 77 different financial companies. So we distribute financial knowledge, and we have these companies that we can use to help clients. What do? Listen, y'all, I love what we do, because you know what? Because of what I do, 20 years from now, somebody's going to walk up to me and say, Odetta, thank you so much for sitting with my mom. Odetta, thank you so much for sitting with my dad. Because of you, I have over 100,000 tax-free in my IUL. Because of you, my house is paid off for. Because of you, my kids are going to college debt-free. Because of you, and the list goes on and on. Guys, we put people in a position to save, protect, and grow their future. Right? So you guys can see this pie chart here, right? When we get paid, your money gets divided into these three sections. Half of it goes to living expense. I'm in New York. Y'all already know New York is steep with the rent and the mortgage, right? So half of your income is going to go to mortgage or rent. And then because we're employees, a third of it is going to go to taxes. We're legally paying the most taxes because we're employees. And then, of course, you know, we got to have debt. Not me, but society got to have debt. So about a third of your income is going to go to debt. That's going to be student loan, credit card, mortgage, car loan, whatever, right? So really at the end of the day, there's not a lot of money left over for save. On top of it, people don't like saving money. They don't like saving. They don't make it a priority. They don't care about saving. And if they're saving, I'm Guyanese. I'm just going to speak for myself. Our people are not saving smart. We put money in the susu lady hand. We put money under the mattress. We put money, we bury it in the backyard. We put money in the bank earning 0.0. And some of us think we got it made because we going to put money in our job 401k, 403b, IRA. And we think we good, but we not. We going to be broke, right? Imara just showed you guys the 3 rules of money. What's going to happen with that money that we're saving in those accounts? It's going to get taxed a lot, right? And we're also going to lose it because the stock market will go down, right? So we show people how to pay themselves first. You should be your bill. You should be the first person to get paid. Listen, when I was unemployed and on unemployment, even if I was getting $200 from unemployment, you better believe I'm taking $20 out of that $200 and putting it somewhere, right? So we got to pay ourselves first, but we also got to save for our retirement. We don't wait until we're 40 and 50 to try scrambling now. No, we save the minute we are born. Right? This is what we're teaching our community to do. Start saving the minute you're born, because the more money you'll have. True story. Y'all know I always got these stories that I got to drop. True story. I have a client that I've been talking to for the last 3 years, right? Self-employed, has a really good business. She's a hairstylist. She has a boutique salon, nails, hair salon. 3 years. She's in her 50s, right? Now she's trying to like hurry up. Well, guess what? You only got about 15 years to go to retirement. So it's going to take you more money now to put in because you're closer to retirement. On top of it, sad news, y'all. I hate to say this, but I got to say this because sometimes stories hit hard. Guess what? We just came back from convention and she kept calling me while I was in convention. So I said, I can't talk to you right now. I'll call you when I get back to New York. I get back to New York. She calls me before I call her. She's diagnosed with breast cancer. Let that sink in, y'all. We are all one prescription away from being diagnosed of something. And I'm so glad that I was able to tell her, you know what? from a financial standpoint, you're going to be okay. With the strategies that we have put in place for you with your long-term care, you are going to be okay financially. Now, all we got to do is worry about the health piece. So you don't need to worry or stress about the money, right? So saving for your retirement is a big deal. Saving for your kids' education is a big deal. I spoke to a client of mine who is also a friend of mine, and she's like, Odetta, I don't care about my kids' education. I said, that's okay, but I'm sure you'll care about making sure they're going to be set up financially, maybe buying a house for them, maybe help them when they get married, maybe help them when they're ready to start a business, maybe help them when they have their first kid, right? So it's all about putting our kids in a position to be much better than when they get to you and I age. And of course, we got to protect this money because we're living in America. We're living in America where we can get sued in a jiffy. So we got to protect this money. I spoke to a client today who said, Odetta, I got two houses, one in Florida, one in New York. And I just want you to show me how to protect these houses. So God forbid something happened to me, it doesn't end up in squander in probate court. She just wants to protect what she has, right? So guys, we may be making money, we may have some stuff, but we got to protect that stuff because we live in America, right? So we do all of this using insurance company and investment company. We don't work with the bank because the banks are going directly to insurance company and investment company, right? So we're eliminating the middleman because the middleman is going to give you 0.06%, and they're going to take our money, go invest it, get that whopping 12 and 15%, and just cut us 0.0. We ain't ever going to double our money. These are just some of the amazing companies that we work with. A team, Transamerica, Nationwide. Y'all already know, don't play with us because Nationwide is on our side. Just saw Brian March at our convention. Just partied up with Everest. We had an amazing luncheon with them. These are top companies, A-rated companies that have been around for centuries, right? So what we do, there's a need. Because guess what? Even someone like myself that graduated from NYU never took a personal finance class. Go figure. We don't teach finance in school, right? We teach you how to get a job and now go pay a lot of tax on that job income. Nobody is teaching financial education. And so there's a huge need. 91% are underserved. That's why you have that 9% who are running the country, who are running the world, right? Because they have that information or they have connections who have that information. What we believe, financial education is needed. Everybody needs to have a financial education. I don't care if you have $1 or $1 million. Because if you have $1 today and you got this financial knowledge, you're going to know how to send your dollar to go make $2 and how to send that $2 to go make $4 and how to send that $4 to make $8. And you're going to double it, right? You're going to double it with this education. So let's talk about the business aspect of it. Listen, at the end of this presentation, you're either going to decide you want to be a client, get help with your own finance, or you want to become a boss. You want to become a business owner. You want to work on your own terms, right? So the cash flow quadrant talks about you could either be an employee, which most people are. And if you're an employee, it means you have a job. You're trading your time for dollars. You're trading your time for dollars. If you don't go to work, you ain't getting paid. Now, if you're self-employed, all this really means is now you own the job. Again, if you don't go to work, you don't get paid. So going back to my client who owns a hair salon, she called me today to say, you know what, I'm going to be going in for surgery and I'm definitely not going to be working, right? So because she's not going to be there to do the work, right? She's not going to make any money. She's not going to make any money, right? But meanwhile, she still has to pay rent, right? So self-employed people, they own a job. If they don't go to their business and open doors, right, they're not going to make money. So over here, you have active income. Now, what we're showing you is to become on the right side of the quadrant, where now you are a business owner with a system, y'all. There is level to this business game. Some people are business owner, but they don't have a system in place. A system whereby the more people work with you is the more coins you stacking, honey. Okay? The more people you got working with you, the more coins you stacking, and that's going to lead to passive income, right? Passive income. And also on the investment side, because you know what to do with your money and you're putting your money to go to work for you, it's going to bring you more money. So we promote becoming on the right side of the quadrant, where now you have a business with a system. Our system, listen, all the families, those 400 families that I've helped in the last 4 years that owns a product, every year, even though I've done the work long time ago, every year I'm getting passive income. How awesome is that? Some of you are at your job for 10, 15, 20, 30 years and you ain't ever gonna get nothing passive. In fact, you may retire and still be broke because there is nothing passive about a job, right? You work, you get your vacation, you get your time off, you get whatever pension they got to give you, and that is it, right? So here you get to be a business owner with a system, y'all. A system that allows you to ultimately have passive income. So when I die, my nieces, my nephew, because I don't have any kids, they're still going to be getting this money, y'all. You cannot say that about a job. You die at your job, your kids probably just going to get your 401k minus the tax, and hopefully the stock market don't dip, and now they're going to get less. And that's it. It's done. It's end, right? So life is about choices. Guys, at the end of the day, you either want to make money or you want to save money. So you guys have a choice. Choice number one. Are you willing to make a small investment to start a business? You're starting a business, right? Or choice number two, you want to save and accumulate wealth. We have those strategies, right? We have those strategies to put in place to help you save and accumulate wealth. Tax-free wealth, risk-free wealth. That is better than $1 million that has to be taxed and $1 million that could be gone when the stock market go down. So now let's talk about the business aspect. How much money is there to be made? I showed y'all Eric Olson video. A lot of money to be made. When you start with our organization, everybody start at the bottom. Started at the bottom, now we're here. Okay? We all gonna start at the bottom. But guess what? You have room to go up. At your job, you're gonna have a corporate ceiling. I had a corporate ceiling, right? We're going to have corporate ceilings at our job. They're going to limit you on how much you can earn at your job. It doesn't matter if you're employee of the year. They're going to limit you how much you can earn. And make no mistake, a job is an opportunity that was given to you and can also be taken away. I'm going to repeat that again. It was given to you and it can also be taken away. But when you got a business like this with WFG, ain't nobody can take it away unless you mess it up with your license and do some wrong stuff, right? So at the end of the day, we get paid to help families. We get paid to show people how to save, grow, and protect their money. So let's say you come on board, right? You get your financial degrees, credentials, and you help a family save $250 per month. As an associate, you're looking at $1,350. Y'all, when I got my first paycheck, okay, it quickly hit me like a ton of bricks. St. John University can't play with me no more, okay? St. John University became my side income and WFG became my main income. But that's because this opportunity, not only are you going to learn, but you can make more money unlimited. Unlimited. If you want to make 20 grand this month, 40 grand this month, ain't nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you unless you yourself don't go to work. I could never, ever go to my dean and say like, yo, Judy, I want to make 40 grand this month. She going to be like, girl, me too. Join the line. It ain't happening. Over here, The more families you help, the more money you make. So the people that are winning, the people that are at the top, they got a big team. They got a lot of families that they're helping. And here you could actually make $1 million, y'all. You could stay at your job for the next 100 years. You won't ever making $1 million. The average senior marketing director makes 86,000 to $1 million. Like $1 million. Can you guys even fathom that? Like you could actually make $1 million, right? And that's the average senior marketing director. So sky's not the limit. Don't let them fool y'all, but sky's the limit. There is no limit over here. You could be as big as you want. You can poke a hole in the sky and make your life whatever you want to make it. So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up. Okay. Get in touch with the person who invited you. Welcome to all the new people. Shout out to you, Xavion. And I'm going to launch a poll. And in this poll, you just need to say what interests you. What interests you, right? What interests you? Do you want to make money or save money? Do you want to make money or save money? Or get in touch with a person who invited you. Get in touch with a person that shared the link with you and say, hey, that stuff was fire. I want to get that stuff that Imara was talking about. And I want to come on board with that crazy girl, OdettaKing.com. Okay? Thank you guys so much. We'll see you again. Please get in touch with the person who invited you. It's Zooming and Booming. We're on to the next Zoom. And if you're not in the Zoom, all licensed partners, we have our Zoom training tonight. And for everybody else, we will catch you on the next Zoom. It is Zoom season. It is March Madness. And we are on a run to help a lot of families all over US and Canada. No territory is limited. Thank you, guys.